Hey, Don Copeland here again, one more time, having some fun with the IUV 600S. And I get told a lot of times in my life a lot of things, and for quite a while people have been telling me I need to get a grip. So I did. What we're going to do today is we're actually going to be printing on gun grips. These are actually a checkered wood gun grip for a 1911 semi-automatic. And what we've done is just to show you a couple of the steps. I know if you've watched any of the videos before, we like to do like a template to where to print to. So what we've done here is we've actually printed on the bed, I'm going to bring the camera in here, an outline of a grip, all right? And then I've taken the grip and laid it in here, right on it. We actually found this outline online for the just kind of schematic for a grip. Close enough, very close. It's just slight different contours, but it was fine. And I'll show you here in the software a minute, show you how we did that. We actually created two print files. The print file that will actually be our image we're going to put on this, and then a print file that was actually the outlines of these themselves. So I want to go ahead now. I want to go ahead and load this up. Bring it up a little bit. Check it. Make sure that our laser checks on this. There you go. Here it is, dropped, it's down. Before we send it over to print, let's jump on over to the software and show you what we did here. Okay, before we get into the RIP software, I just want to show you real quick what we did to set up the actual artwork. This red line represents that red line I just showed you over there on the bed. All right, that is the actual shape of the grip that we're going to be printing to. And then what we did is we actually came in here, dropped in this piece of artwork, made sure we oversized it a bit, and set that up. That'll be basically our second pass. We're going to actually we did the one pass to print to the bed, then this will come back. We're going to print a white underbase because these are walnut grips that we're printing on, and the walnut's a dark brown, and we want to make sure that we get a good white finish. I mean, you see these eyes and whatnot are going to pop through. It's going to look really awesome. Once we got done there, we brought that in. We printed the color layer only over here with our grips, and then this is our pre-ripped file. We've already brought it in, positioned it right over top at the same spot, and as you can see right here, 35.65 cents worth of ink on these two grips, less than 20 cents a piece for these two grips to be printed. All right. One thing we did do, and I'm going to go ahead and get this printing, but one of the things we did do with these grips, because they're wood, but also a lot of woods that you use for firearms and whatnot, actually are impregnated with oils, right? And so we actually used alcohol to strip away the oils, and then we put an adhesion promoter onto the wood, onto the walnut, to make sure we get the best grip on our grip possible. Now, we're just doing a couple here, but very much so, if you were doing grips like for competition teams or individuals who want to specialize grips, you could actually fill this bed with them. I haven't done the math on it, but I would say conservatively you ought to be able to get 40 or 50 of these grips on here, depending on the spacing. We just spaced them apart a little bit more than we needed to. So you could fill the bed up, but we didn't want to spend all day watching the grips print. Going through it pretty quickly here. Looks like we're getting a good coverage. It's kind of cool with that checker pattern, how that checkering goes in. We've slowed it down a little bit by doing a 3-pass print, which is going to give us a little bit more time going over to make sure we're getting a good penetration on that wood. And I think it's going to be pretty exciting. Always finding different things fun. All right, just about done printing now. And in case you wonder what goes on when we're printing these, we actually just went online. We were checking all kinds of prices for printed grips for 1911s. And we didn't find any sources specifically doing one-off customs, right? But what we did find is some cool looking grips that range anywhere from kind of the low end, seem to be about $65 up to a high in the mid 120s to 130 for non-standard grips with graphics on them. All right, so just imagine what you can do for one-offs. And these are Bill's grips, my tech, and we're trying to fight him off from jumping into the picture right now. He wants to see him. There you have it. Wow. This is pretty cool. You can see here, you get the full blown. I'm trying to get a good pic. There we go. Awesome, right? Started off looking like this, finished up like looking at this. Literally 18 cents worth of ink on that. It was 36 cents for the pair of grips, right? And this is just what several types of materials that you can get the grips that are made out of. But we're talking that literally you can take under 50 cents worth of ink and take an item that would sell for $35 and turn it into an item that'll sell for $70 to $130. And I mean, imagine if you were to load this bed up to do custom and just print once a day. Take all your orders, run them once a day, and get something like 20 sets of them on here at a time. It's crazy the money you can make with this. Cool results, completely customized to the needs of your customer. Drop the graphic in and print it. Just another great way to make money with your Compress IUV 600S or its big brother, the 1200S.